Hi. After a full week of work, there is nothing that feels better than spending some time in the mountains. Today we have a great weather. Pretty amazing weather. And yeah, we've been having this week a bunch of different calls. Mainly for 6,000 meters peak in Nepal. This is something that now, it's becoming a big business for us. When we started with the recent campaign, we of course, we're kind of thinking that we will have a very good demand as we usually do, but we were not expecting, the amount of people that, gonna do things with us and gonna climb a 6,000. And it's pretty amazing because, you know how the political situation these days look like. And still, with all this uncertainty, people wanna do things in the mountains. People wanna travel, and that's very refreshing. I've been having this week like 6 to 8 calls per day. Assessing different people needs. Some people who, have been doing a lot of mountaineering but have never been in the Himalayas, for example. I'm gonna go there for the first time. I've been also talking to clients who are kind of starting in the whole mountain world, and they've been there for a couple of years, but they've been progressing pretty fast and are thinking about what are the next steps, but don't know very well how to get there. And this is also something that we've been having multiple talks where I'm supporting them to figure out what are the most reasonable next steps for them to progress in the mountains and soon do a 6,000, 7,000 and 8,000, because even that you might think that this is extremely hard, that it's impossible, I tell you that it's extremely hard, of course. It needs dedication, it needs hard work, but it's possible. It's really possible, and yeah, you just need to work to make it happen, and it's of course possible. And yeah, there are many stories from this week that are for me very different, but at the same time really inspiring. So yeah, I'll tell you a few examples. For example, I've been talking to a client from Canada. He is 49 and he wants to celebrate. And he's been doing hiking all over the world, but now he wants to celebrate his 50th birthday in a very unique and different way. And as he loves hiking, he loves hiking. He also loves Spain. He's been there here for multiple times. So he wants to celebrate his 50th birthday in the mountains doing a hat-to-hat trek. And wow, this is pretty cool, right? That you are kind of thinking of flying from Canada to Spain and celebrate your birthday with your friends here. And that's pretty cool. So in this case, he had very clear goal. He knew exactly what he wanted. He wanted to do Carros de Foc, which is, might be the most kind of classic and famous route in the Pyrenees for a reason. It's a very cool one, full of lakes, a very high mountaineering route. Not very hard, but still, high altitude route. And yeah, he wanted to do that. And what he wanted from us is, that we support him along the way, in the sense that when he arrives to the airport, then he gets picked up, they get taken to the mountains, then that we take care of all the accommodation, meals, as well as we provide them with a very detailed planning itinerary of how each day looks like, what they should pay attention to, what to do in case of emergencies, what are backup routes in case the weather turns bad, what are, I mean, options if, for example, they are early in the hut, I'm gonna do another climb. And this is what we've been working on with him these days. And yeah, this is for me really inspiring, right? That you're in your 50s and you want to celebrate your birthday with your friends in the mountains, in the Pyrenees, in Spain. That is pretty cool. Then I've been also talking to, several people who have just retired or retired a few years ago. But I mean, they've never been in the Himalayas, they've never been in Nepal, and it's something that they've been wanting to do for forever. I was talking to a client who is, who are, between, clients between 62 and 70. And it's like their dream. They've been doing mountaineering all their life. And like climbing a 6,000 in Nepal. It's like this lifelong dream that they had never been able to do because of work. In the end, if you think about going to Nepal for a 6,000 meter expedition, you need at least 25 days, or between 20 and 25 days, depending on what you do. And very often, with work, this is really hard to do and to take so much time off. Also thinking that, this season in Nepal is not the classic kind of holiday season in Nepal. The good windows are April, May, and October, November. So out of classic summer vacation, and there's sometimes for many jobs, pretty hard. But now they have the time, they still have the energy, they train every day, and they wanna do it. And we are working with them to define the route, which one they would like to do. There are people who wanna go to EBC, and because it's like this lifelong dream that you've been always seen everywhere. There are people who wanna do the Annapurnas, and there are people who don't care and wanna go to more isolated mountains. So you have many chances, many opportunities, many different areas where you can go. And this is the good thing about a place like, for example, Nepal. It's like, so massive. There are so many opportunities, and logistics are relatively simple if you get them organized by a professional. That you don't need to care a lot about many things. And this feels for me, really, really refreshing to see like many different people, many different backgrounds, but all coming together because of their love to the mountains. And that's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to witness that. It's also pretty cool to see how, I'm 35, but if I think that, one day I will be, of course, older, and when I'm 60 or when I'm 70, I would really like to have this push and this love for mountains to continue going there and say, hey, I wanna do my first 6,000 now. I've done it already, but imagine that I've never done still a technical 8,000. Okay, with 60 I wanna do it. I wanna go beyond what I've done before, and this is really refreshing. And it's been a great week, a very good week, which is now ending. With this beautiful weather. Look at this landscape, sunny, green, and doing some trail running to to refresh, to clear the mind, to continue working this full week, helping people to go to the Pyrenees, to go to the Himalayas, and spend the best time of their life in the mountains. All right, I continue running. Ciao, ciao.